Hi, the last time I saw you, we were talking about the failure of our immune systems in regards to COVID 19. And I hope that if you get a chance and didn't see it, you'll go back to YouTube and look under Lanie Gray Wilson, last name Gray Wilson, and you can see a discussion right there. I think it really breaks it down for you as to how our immune systems work and why we're having so much trouble with these diseases, not just with COVID. Today, we're going to talk about ways to fight the infection or any infection. There's no guarantees now for COVID, it's unique, but we can try and do all we can to fight infection in general. So we'll start with herbal products, and a very potent and popular one is omega-3s, consisting of DHA fatty acids and PEPA fatty acids. These have shown to activate the immune system, and they consist of products like dark fish, including salmon, flaxseed, walnuts. They're all core inflammation fighters. Studies have been done, and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown that if you can take about 3 grams of omega-3s daily, that you significantly decrease your chances of cold and other viral infections. There is also vitamin C. I think it's not debated as much as it used to be, but it is believed that it helps with building immunity. Zinc definitely helps. We have zinc lozenges now, or zinc in the pill form, has shown to decrease the incidence of colds in the study groups by about 30%. And in COVID patients, they saw that there was generally a lack of vitamin D in those who were dying. Now, they don't see any increased immunity if you already have an adequate vitamin D level, but if you don't, it might behoove you to get your vitamin D level up to par. From there, we can go on to other herbs. Turmeric. I see people buying huge bottles of turmeric, and turmeric has been found to be very helpful in the anti-inflammatory response. Turmeric contains the active compound curcumin, and you'll also find turmeric in curry powder. In addition, you'll see ginger, which inhibits compounds that cause inflammation, and along with those, elderberry, echinacea, garlic, and I'm sure you'll find many listed to say that they are the anti-inflammatory, but these are ones that I know and have research data. And if you're interested more, would like to find a combination like this, go to my website, hairgrowandherbals.com. Hairgrowandherbals.com. I have an immune boosting and cough syrup. An immune boosting and cough syrup. To move on with this, we found that extra weight can cause a chronic inflammation in the body. So it's not just that you're heavy that exasperates your things like arthritis and diabetes. Fat tissue actually gives out inflammatory chemicals, which cause the immune system to be constantly active. So a lot of those immune particles that could be fighting disease and viruses and toxins that enter your body are dealing with the chemicals that are being put out by the fat tissue. So this is no need to panic. They show that if you even lose a little weight, it helps. Any pound, half pound of fat that you can lose helps restore the immune system to better function. Then we see, believe it or not, social contact. Lonely people tend to be more stressed, and as such, they produce more norepinephrine, which increases our immune responses. So if you can maintain your contacts, We can't go visit him, but we can call on the phone. Most phones have a video function. You can join a chat room or online educational class, something to keep your mind occupied and your sense of contact with other humans. That will help a lot to decrease your stress level and therefore take some of the stress off your immune system. Eat less meat. Meat, especially red meat, contains a lot of saturated fats. And processed meats contain the fat and the chemicals. And we're talking like bacon, sausage, sandwich meats like bologna. Heaven knows what they're really putting into the items. But the production of those fats also yield inflammatory products, also puts more stress on our immune system. So that's a good reason to decrease the amount of meat, especially red meat, in your diet. You can also manipulate your body's bacterial flora. And those who have GI problems know it's a terrible thing to have constant gut problems. And this can lead to problems throughout the body. So what you can do is eat foods that are high in the good bacteria. We know yogurt to be a popular one. Kimchi, I'm less familiar with. Kefir. Sauerkraut are all bacterial based products, and if you can keep your flora in order, then the body has less stress on its immune system, and what work it does can go through fighting viruses and chemicals that enter your system, or even free radicals that are entering your system. Here's a big benefit of that. A lot of women with constant yeast infections, if they would deal with probiotic supplements, take them daily, or eat yogurt, they would find that the incidence of yeast infections would go down greatly. They even have the capsules that if your situation is very bad, you can insert them vaginally and it'll help your yeast infection rate decrease. Fasting on occasion is also very good. We don't mean like 3, 4, 5 days at a time. Just 12 to 14-hour periods, maybe up to 16 for a man. But they have found that time that you're fasting, the body does not have to work or use its immune system to filter the chemicals coming through on that food. So it's sort of a rest period for the immune system where it can go and look for other toxins and viruses and bacteria that are accumulating in your system. So you can even do this on a daily basis, just not eat for 12 and then do most of your eating in the rest of the 12 hours. But that fasting period is very beneficial for our immune system. And coming to that is less sweets. 250 grams of sweet sugar has been shown to totally shut down immune systems. And other studies have shown that a lot of sweets or sugars in the body will decrease immunity by 50%. 3 sodas can be about 300 grams of sugar. So it really behooves us to decrease the amount of sugar intake in our bodies. And I know that I am guilty of that. I'm sure many of others are guilty of that as well. But sugar kicks up our inflammatory markers significantly. And to decrease that amount, you'll find that you have better cognitive abilities. You'll have less long-term inflammatory processes. Right now, because of our diets, they are showing that from 4 to 7% increase in immune diseases. Fibromyalgia, scleroderma, rheumatoid arthritis, type 2 diabetes. So it really behooves us to get off the sugar. As always, I think exercise cures almost anything, so I'm encouraging everyone to get out there and do something. If you don't do anything but walk, even if it's a slow walk. If you can't walk in your house sitting down, take your arms and pick up something, then rotate your arms around. Do something to keep your body moving. That distributes the blood flow more evenly throughout the body and up to the muscles and up to the skin. And that blood flow facilitates the progress of immune particles throughout the body. It makes it easier for them to reach the places where they can do some good. Then we have drinking. Excessive drinking actually blocks other nutrients from entering the body that would actually help the immune system. And it is shown that people who drink have a lot of comorbidities, a lot of times increased colds, increased stress. The vaccines they get don't work as well for them. And last but not least, too much sun can also be bad for you. So it's important to take those proper acts to protect your skin, because those sun rays can be very responsible for creating free radicals that can be just the chemical that goes off and starts a cancer cell in your body. And if your immune system is not up to par, that cancer cell can be left to grow and multiply. So this is all I have for you today, and I hope it was helpful. Remember, this is Dr. Lanique Gray Wilson, a doctor of pharmacy, UC San Francisco. And if you want to know more about what I do or have questions, just visit my website, hairgrowandherbals.com. Hairgrowandherbals.com. Thank you.